Hello everyone, Diane McCracken here. In this video, I just wanted to tell everyone a bit about symptoms of craniocervical instability. The symptoms are quite various, and many of them are in the head and the body. So this makes diagnosis complicated because the symptoms are not necessarily where the problem is. Although people do have neck pain with craniocervical instability, they don't always have neck pain. For example, I have very little neck pain, although I did initially. The sort of classic symptom of instability is, of course, the bobblehead. So I and others with this condition have described feeling like a bobblehead doll. In other words, we can't control our heads. Our head feels loose, like it's going to slide right off. For example, if I try to look up, I feel like my head's going to slide right off the back of my neck. And this is a very good indicator that somebody has craniocervical instability, or indeed instability possibly farther down the cervical spine. Just to clarify, the cervical spine is basically the spine that is in the neck. Another really, really common symptom of craniocervical instability is tinnitus, and that is a sort of sensation like a sound in the head which is not there. So it's a neurological sort of a sound. People describe this as sort of a ringing. Sometimes they hear it in one ear or another. Sometimes it's just sort of all over the head, which is how it is for me. I've had various types of tinnitus as my injury has changed over time. People often describe it as sounding like cicadas, and that would be like really, really loud, sort of high-pitched crickets, I guess, for those who aren't familiar with cicadas. For others, it sounds like very high-pitched running water. I've heard somebody describe their tinnitus as hell's bells. So there's a range of different kind of sounds. For me and for many people, it is all pervasive and inescapable, and never getting any relief from that sound is quite challenging for sufferers of CCI. Another really, really common symptom of CCI is blurred vision or visual changes. For some people, this is blurry or double vision. For other people, this is almost, I've heard one former sufferer describe it as having felt like everything looked sort of wavy, almost like you can imagine how a mirage might look, or as though the ground were sort of waving. So I've heard other people have more extreme visual disturbances where they saw things that were like lights and flashes, or sometimes people see bars in their visual field, so they can be quite variable again. But most common is probably blurred vision. Another common symptom is pain in anywhere in the head, so it can be like a headache, which is extremely severe. When mine first started, I was upright a lot more, and by the afternoon my headaches were beyond any kind of imaginable pain, and I had had fully natural childbirth with no pain relief. So the pain was really unbelievable. For other people, I've heard one sufferer describe it as feeling like she was being tased from the back of her head all the way up to the top of her skull. Many of us get pain in the face. I have a lot of pain in my mouth. For many of us, this pain is a sensation of prickling, like 1,000 pins and needles prickling you in the mouth or in the face. Some people have a lot of heaviness and a sensation of heat or warmth in the top of the head, behind the eyes. Those are just a few of the classic symptoms, and in the next video I will cover more symptoms, and in future videos I will discuss diagnosis of CCI.